morning, Wildcat Nation. It's time for episode 12 of the Wildcat Way Podcast. Thank you to our sponsor, The Still. They embody the pillar of respect. Today, I have the drama group with me here today. Would you guys care to introduce yourself?
Yes. I'm Hunter Milich. I'm a senior.
I'm Emiliana Koppel. I'm a freshman.
I'm Shaylin Mitchell, and I'm a senior.
I am Kourtney Barrera, and I am a sophomore.
Alrighty. So this is the first kind of show of the season, right? You guys are kind of doing it. So without giving anything away, what's kind of the premise of the show this season?
Oh, okay. The premise of the show is about this family who's touring in Soviet Russia. And, well, they kind of get caught up with the secret police and they're in trouble and they seek refuge in the embassy. And it's run by an idiot. We won't say who it is, but he's kind of a nutcase. And it's just kind of revolves around this family, like living in the embassy and then also trying to escape.
There's quite a lot of funny characters in this show. Like, everyone has a pretty big personality, I would say.
I don't know what I'm supposed to say now, but yeah, there's a priest in the attic that lives here, and the American tourists are trying to find their own ways to escape, and it's kind of just chaos in the form of a show.
Alrighty, so you guys opened last week. How was kind of your first weekend of shows? Was it a little rough or did it go off pretty smooth?
I mean, I think it went pretty well. I think we had pretty decent running, a little tiny bit of a rough start, but overall we had some good stuff going on. Anyway.
There is definitely, it depends who you ask, but there's definitely some moments that went well and some moments that didn't go as planned.
Unfortunately, in the beginning of the week, we did have a little bit of an oopsie on set, but we worked it out as we do with improv and actors.
All right, so I kind of had a buddy that did theater last year, so I know there's a lot of dedication. What was kind of your preparation going for opening week? And I know you guys put in a lot of hours, but I'm not 100% sure. Can you guys kind of walk me through what you guys do to get prepared for opening day?
So first of all, especially with actors, and this being a straight play, we had to do a ton of memorization, and especially since the show is 2 hours long, it takes a lot of time to do lines, but then also the building of the set took a lot of time and dedication, and so we would spend our after school hours just staying here at school, just trying to prepare.
And I know for the the theater tech area, it requires a lot of costume. You have to make sure every single person has something to wear, no matter what. Everybody has to have a costume.
One thing also about tech is that we had to do a whole week beforehand where we have the lighting crew and the sound crew all here, along with anybody like house or costume, and everyone was here making sure that we were all prepared for our opening day, and we had all of our props. Everyone was on top of their lines. Everyone was just ready and prepared.
So now that we know you guys practice a whole lot, you guys kind of mentioned that there was an oopsie. So what happens if something like that happens during a play? What's the play? What do you guys do?
Well, in our instance, I broke the couch we're sitting on. I fall on it during one of the scenes, and it just couldn't make it through the show week, and it broke halfway through, and we just kind of improv'd around it. So the other person in the scene was like, and you broke the couch, and we just kind of went from there.
So Shay, I heard that you're the lead designer on the show. What's your responsibilities?
So I'm the lead costume designer, and that would include hair and makeup. So you always start with a costume, a concept board for what you're thinking for the show. And then like it includes hair, makeup, and then you have to go shopping. A lot of shopping, and it takes a lot of time because we have an amazing costume room upstairs, but you have to like go through every single rack and every single piece of clothing until you find something like exact. And I had 2 lovely assistants, Sadie and Samuel, and they helped quite a bit with that.
That's awesome. Sounds like you guys go to a lot of thrift stores in your free time. So, Hunter, who's your character you're playing? Is it kind of tough to get into the role, or is it just something natural that comes to you?
So the character I'm playing is Axel McGee, and he was left in charge of the embassy, and he's the idiot who's running it. And the way I see him is he's very, like, he's trying his best, but he's also like, he has no idea what he's doing, even though he's been in this job for years. And I was just kind of like playing along with that. I'll be like, oh yeah, I totally understand what you're saying. And no, I do not. I think something along the lines like that is how he acts out.
That's awesome. So what is the best kind of acting? This is kind of a general question. What's your favorite part of acting?
I would say my favorite part is going out on stage and like seeing everybody there, or like hearing the laughter when you deliver a line, and like just knowing that the audience is appreciating what you're doing on stage is the best part.
I have to agree. I do like hearing laughter when you do something funny and everybody else enjoys it. And I like just being able to have something to do that's considered fun and a ton of other people to do it with.
It's really important to like get into the character that you are. And so I think my favorite part of acting is being able to become another person, because you're supposed to play these different characters and you have to like kind of shape yourself into being that character, and definitely being that. And I also really enjoy what you guys said about the crowd, because when like the crowd is really in it, it's like you feed off their energy, and so it definitely gives you something, like it boosts your acting. So definitely laugh when you're seeing something.
Yeah, I just want to say that's so impressive to see you guys memorize all that stuff. Half the time I can barely remember where I put my keys in the morning. That's crazy to me. So we need you guys, Wildcat Nation, we need you guys to come out strong for the show, Don't Drink the Water. What are kind of some things Wildcat Nation will see when they come to the show?
They'll probably see some very funny jokes that they'll come across. It's like we play it very, the show is called a farce, and it's like very physically comedic, very like, it's like when we're big, we're using our arms, our legs, every bit of every part we can, just to like really just throw it out there and make it as funny as possible.
Again, like with the farce, you will see a lot of running around, and you'll see like quite a few things from the different actors that'll make you laugh. It's just really truly a really funny show, and even though I don't see it from the front of the stage, it's the lines are so funny to hear behind stage.
Definitely with this type of show, you'll see protesters that will protest around you. And with this being in the black box, it's definitely interactive. So you will see the characters interact with you. And I've made eye contact with several people while I'm like in the show. So I'll definitely look at you guys.
All right, let's talk about kind of the shows for the schedule and the upcoming times for the shows that when you guys move.
All right, so our first opening night is Wednesday, and it's kind of, we believe it's a pay what you want, kind of a dress rehearsal for us to get back into it. And then our actual opening night is Thursday, and that'll go through Saturday.
And it starts at 7.
Yeah, starts at 7, doors open at 6:30.
All right, thank you guys for coming out and letting me interview you guys. Now, Wildcat Nation, we love you guys. Have a great week, and make sure you guys don't party too hard on the weekends.